Welcome all of you in SST College of Arts and Commerce, Ulhasnagar. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Anil Telinge. Today we are going to learn the conceptual knowledge regarding the subject of auditing and what are the qualities of auditor. My dear student, in initial videos we obtained the information regarding the auditor. Auditor appointed by organization for examination, verification and inspection of books of accounts. You very well know that the financial statement which show the performance as well as the position of business organization. For true and fair views of financial statement, auditor or the copy of financial statement must be audited. It is a mandatory as per the statutory audit concept, like the joint stock company as per Companies Act 2013, for banking companies as per Banking Regulation Act 1949, and for the insurance companies IRDA as per or according to the IRDA 1999. The organization must audit its financial statement from the prescribed auditors. So auditor plays a vital role in verifications as well as examinations of the books of accounts. To become auditor, which types of quality must have? So characteristics of auditor as well as which quality to be belongs by auditor will discuss in current session. Dear student, the first quality is auditor must a chartered accountant. You very well know that initially he must be a CA. Some organization inform that the auditor must complete his experience at least 4 to 5 years. So auditor must be the member of Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India, first quality. As a prescribed point of view, as per the mandatory point of view, every organization need to verify or examine the books of accounts. The first quality of auditor, whatever auditor appointed, the auditor must have the prescribed degree which is called as a chartered accountant, and as well as also have some experience near about 5 to 4 years experience as a chartered accountant. Second qualities of auditor, skill and competence. What do you mean by skill? Skill is nothing but there are various skill of accuracy, skill of the examinations of books of accounts, skills of selection of proper sampling, skill of plan very well, a skill of preparations of the programs for the audit works, a skill of maintaining of the working papers, skill of maintaining of the audit notebook. So skills and competence may more important skill is nothing but the communication skill. Ability to act out the fact and figures, knowledge of the business management practices, knowledge of audit principles, practice, technique, knowledge, method, casting, as well as the balancing all the knowledge, a knowledge of the accounting policies and knowledge of the accounting standard must have. It is one of the important qualities of auditor. Auditor must have the knowledge regarding fact and figures, how to collect the data, how to present the data, what are the different accounting policies, whatever the changes or amendments conducted in accounting policies as well as the accounting standards. The auditor must have the knowledge regarding accounting standards. All are belongs into the skills and competence of auditors. One of the important qualities of auditor must honest, because every business organization or a client after the agreement provided all the books of accounts or hand over all the books of accounts, even hand over some papers, that is internal working papers as well as external working paper, which is called as a permanent file as well as a temporary file. Under the temporary permanent file, client provide the memorandum of association, articles of association of business organization, always the minutes books of last year companies audit reports as well as a minutes book of all every companies. So all documents auditor must kept properly. He must honest, should not disclose the client information in front of others. So honesty is one of the important qualities must belong by every auditor while be a work as audit. It is also most important qualities of auditor. Justice Henley said that auditor must be honest. He should give a true and fair of the financial statement. In audit works, auditor must maintain or perform the duties honestly, the one of the important qualities of auditor. Next one is knowledge of client business. The fourth one, important qualities must belong by every auditor. Auditor must obtain the detailed knowledge regarding to the client business, the nature of client business, a scale of client business, scope of client business, everything must know. Sometimes auditor first of all visit to the client office, obtain the information. How we obtain the informations regarding to the client business? With the help of internal sources as well as the external sources. The internal sources are most of involved to the websites, as well as the external sources itself involved newspapers and periodicals, as well as some magazines. Even the prospectus provide the informations regarding to the client business. So it is a duty of auditor to obtain the informations regarding to the client business, which helps him lots to prepare the audit reports properly. So after the knowledge and confidence, the confidentiality is one of the important quality which must belong by the auditors. My dear student, I already clear the client provide the all books of accounts. Even the clients disclose the all plans and policies of organization in front of auditors. So confidentiality must be maintained by auditor. Auditor should be maintain 100% secrecy, should not disclose the informations of client business in front of outsiders. He is justify believing tribe servants. He is the servant, so he should maintain the confidentialities whatever information provided client regarding his business. No doubt the client provide the all detailed informations regarding to the business organization, its working papers, as well as in some permanent files also. The sixth one, a little bit interesting qualities of auditor. Auditor is watchdog, yeah, but not a bloodhound. Auditor verify, examine, he can ask the many questions, he can receive the information regarding the business. So he can verify, he can examine the books of accounts like the journal entries, he can examine the books of account like ledger posting, he can demand the final account statement also, trading profit and loss accounts, even cash flow statement. So he, for the justification purpose, for the avoiding or clearing the queries, auditor can demand the books of accounts. Even he can check out the internal control system of the business organization. You very well know the internal control system, the internal policies, plans, as well as the functions of business organization all are involved into the internal control system. So auditor may observe, yeah, verify the all internal control systems as well as the financial statement of the business organization, but he cannot be interfere in the plans and policies. Sometimes he support, he guide, but he cannot be interfere. So he is a watchdog, or he should not be create the trouble in front of clients while conducting the audit works. So he must be a watchdog. Supportive natures is one of the important qualities. The seventh qualities of auditor must belong by each and every auditor: independent. Auditor must be independent in nature while verifying, examining, reporting, detections and prevention of errors and frauds, or otherwise supporting to the clients. Auditor must be independent in nature. Independentness, own opinion or separate opinion, independent opinion of the auditor, support to the auditors for the completion of audit tasks, audit works in pre-decide or pre-plans. Okay, so independence is also one of the important qualities of auditors. Auditor must belong all qualities. The 8th number quality is nothing but the good judgments. Sometimes the auditor need to select the samples, need to select the maybe some transaction out of the many transactions. So good judgments as well as good estimations is the one of the important qualities of auditors. So auditor must maintain the good judgment as well as the forecastings, because out of the thousands of transactions he need to select the few samples. It may be a test checking, it may be a we call as a random sampling, and through the help of the random sampling, auditor need to select the few transactions. So judgment, sometimes he may be give the judgment on the basis of the last reports. So Good judgment is also one of the important qualities of auditors. My dear students, the all are the nothing but the qualities of auditors. The one by one in a simple or briefness, he must be a chartered accountant. Simply, must be a members of the Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India, having the 4 to 5 years experience, skills and competence regarding how to maintain the books of accounts, plans, policies, as well as the procedures and accounting standards which is maintained or it should be mandatory for the business organization. It must be honest in the form of punctual in nature, maybe verify the books of accounts honestly. Knowledge of the client business, auditor must have the detailed knowledge of the client business scopes as well as the natures of the business. Confidentiality is the one of the important qualities must be belong by the auditors. He must be a watchdog, should not be a bloodhound. I already clear that he can verify, he can inspect, but should not be interfere. Independence, auditor must be examine or verify the books of accounts, even the reports regarding to the audit independently. No any pressures. Without the pressures, he must be maintain or present the books of accounts. Good judgments, estimations required, because for the true and fair views, some judgments or expectations or estimations required. So auditor must be a good judgment oriented. Thanks a lot.